Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from SoFi. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet. He's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today. He has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Now Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy, let the offense unfold, trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Look wide, get this one complete. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Cora. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's how quick it's Cup on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Cora. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass is completed to Cup. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cora. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. The flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. But let's check the call.
Offense.
Now it is 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McClure. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Daniels now going to look to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Dicker's kick is good. And the Commanders will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Caught by Nakua on the outside. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cora. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Carney back out, following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Daniels now on first down. That one knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this will be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will tie the game at 6.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Huff brings it in left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the air one more time. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw again. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Unloads downfield looking for Nakua.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. So we've reached halftime here, and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Puka Nakua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. That That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On first down, Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Daniels to throw on second down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Cup in motion. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Corum. Yeah! He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing now, Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McClurry. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Commanders about to send this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter. And a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cora. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Throwing on set. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Rams have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will go up by 7. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So we are through. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. We forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Rams offense and Puka Nacua getting set for this next possession. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Quorum. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Quorum. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Punt team headed out for the Rams as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The motion man here is McClure. They'll run it here with Robinson. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Slot man in motion right. Another run here for Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Akers. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's Daniels. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that. Trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The motion man is Nakua. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Here comes Cora. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with Cora. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Corum. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Corum. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lloyd. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Blake Corum. Touchdown, Rams. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll run straight ahead with Cora. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Running forward is Cora. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
That's good for the Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Rams. That led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory.